In this Python tutorial, we will make a desktop application with tab element using PySimpleGUI. There are two tab elements in the application, named Basic Info and Contact Info. After the values are entered into the input objects, when you click on the button, a text file is created and the information is written. I will show you step by step how to do the application. To support us, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the video. I created an empty desktop window. I can use the Set Options option to set the font of the texts in the window. I determine the font type and size with the font option. I am creating a text object. I am creating an input object. I'm creating a list. I send the text and input object to the list I created. The layout list represents the lists in the desktop window. I will create a tab group object. I create a tab object in the tab group object. I'm sending the tab list to this function. Finally, I add the OK and Cancel buttons to the layout list. I created a tab element called Basic Info. OK and Cancel buttons have also been added to the desktop window. I copy the text and input objects. I am arranging both objects for the surname. I add it to the list I created for the first tab element. I added the input and text objects for name and surname to the first tab element. I will create another tab element. I can copy and paste. I edit the variable names. I am editing the text values. I am editing the list I created for the second tab element. I add another tab element to the layout list. I can copy and paste. I created a window with two tab elements. I'm making a small edit. When you press the OK button, note that the event value is OK. Now I need to access the input elements. I'm defining a simple if query. I will save the entered values to the text file. I can create a text file with open. The value sent to the function means that if the file does not exist, create it. If there is, you do not need to do anything. I will use the values list to access the entered input values. I need to define a key for all objects. I define separate keys for input objects. For now, I define the if query with pass to avoid errors. Notice that when you press the OK button, the keys appear on the console screen. I will access input objects using these keys. I define the open function. I am creating a variable. I can access the values in the values list using key. I collect all input objects side by side. I can print it to a text file using the write function. Finally, I close the file with close. I enter name, surname, email and number values. When I press the button, a text file is created and the data is saved. In this video, we learned how to use the tab element. To support us, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the video.